Hallo Klickenabendler, wir sind in Essen 2018 auf der Spiel und wir sind jetzt bei KaleidosGames. Next to me is Bartako, right?
Yeah. Hello.
You will know the publisher because of his game Kaleidos, which I love very much. And the game is so good you called your published
exactly.
company Kaleidos, right?
Exactly. It came from the original name. Yeah.
This year you don't have Kaleidos with you. You have got a new game which is called VektoRace.
Yeah.
And it's a race with vector movement, right?
Exactly. It's a very strange game. In fact, you don't have a board. You only have cardboard components and you can create your track. And every time the track is different, you simply put the turns on the table, as you see. And then you move your cars using vectors like that.
Right.
So the movement is based on a mathematical system. So there is no luck in this game. And when you play for the first time, you have to learn how to drive your car. Because it's really driving a car that has its dynamic, has its characteristics. So it's not simply a matter of rules. You also have to understand how to take the turns in the right way, when is the right moment to brake or accelerate, and using all the other stuff inside the game. And what is really important is to understand the vector movement. Right. Because you simply put the vector in front of your car or a little bit on this side, then you move your car and then you turn your car. That's the basic idea.
But you can move here or here as well.
You can move wherever you want on the white flashes. The black one can be done, but you are using tire points for that. Right. So you have tires and nitro points, and during the game you can use them to brake, to make a special movement, to accelerate, and especially when you're using the nitro.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Hello. Sorry.
No problem.
Start with you have got special tiles.
Okay. So in the game you have special points that you can spend. You have tire points and nitro points. The tire points are used to brake, to use special movements, and to decelerate. And the nitro points can be used to accelerate more than allowed. In the game you can accelerate a little bit, but using the nitro points you can accelerate much more. And especially you can use the boost. When you use the nitro, on the other side of the vectors you have the boost movement. That is that in this case you can add an example. This is the basic move, but you spend one nitro point to use the boost, so now you can move that direction.
It's like nitrogen, which
exactly.
You boost
It's the nitro, you know, in Fast and Furious, there is the nitro, and when you push the nitro button, something special happens. The same here, but it depends on the speed you have. Your maneuverability is lower, of course. You cannot do whatever you like. You can only go straight, or you have very limited movements available. So the boost is a big advantage.
But I can, of course, because that would be also the rules, right?
Never.
No? Oh,
never.
Always.
It is called VektoRace because the movement is based on the vector system.
All right.
And this game is an evolution of paper and pen game that was published as is free, of course. You can find also on internet, by Martin Gardner. That is a famous mathematician and expert of games, and he published this game in 1967.
All right.
And we played it a lot, and he created the game just to teach people the vector movement, how the vector works. So he invented the game for a very specific reason, and then we created this game starting from that idea, but adding a lot of different rules and small stuff to create something that is completely different.
All right. And what is very special as well are these cars here.
Yeah.
Because they are inside the game. You have to glue them. We will show you in a minute. But they all look like that. And you already told me there's a fan base. There are 8 different inside the box, so you can play with 8 players, I guess.
Well, the game is for 4 players,
All right.
but you have 8 cars.
All right.
You can play with more players simply using the same vectors.
Yeah,
There are 4
because
sets.
You only
one
lay
for
them
each.
down. So
Exactly.
yeah.
So there is a set for every player if you are playing up to 4. If you are playing with more than 4 players, you
share
can
them.
simply share them,
Yeah, sure.
or we are gonna, in the future, we are gonna sell extra
right.
pieces and whatever. But you have 8, and what is really nice in that there is also a template that we will put free of charge, of course, on internet, because what is really fun is that the base of the cars, it's something that you can create directly at home on your printer, because it's just a very simple piece of cardboard
And
that
it's
can
not
enter.
very thick. It's
No,
a little
this-
bit thicker paper, but you can
This
buy
one-
that in normal store.
Oh well, this one inside the box is a little bit thicker
Yes,
than
yeah,
needed.
yeah.
In fact,
all right.
yes, it's a little bit thicker than needed. If it is not, because it's already been cut.
Yes.
But if you have to cut it and then to glue, it's better to have a thinner one. So it's perfect on 200 grams. That is perfect for your printer. And you can create any shape you like, any cars you like. And we already have a fan group on Facebook that are already creating very strange cars, of course. And well, yeah, your fantasy is the limit, as you say. You can do whatever you like, and then you can play with your handmade car.
All right. The game is available here at the fair. I guess after
Yeah.
the fair you can buy it online in a shop or at your normal...
We are Italian, as I told you, and
Yes.
of course we are here to show the game for the first time to the market. We already have a distribution in Italy and Spain, and we are looking for distributor in other countries. So,
Right.
if you are lucky, you will find the game in some stores also in Germany at the end of the show, maybe at beginning next year. I
Yeah,
think
right.
so.
The rules inside are in English, I guess, or in German?
In this moment are only Italian, English, and Spanish.
All right.
But the German rules are ready, but we still don't know who will be the distributor, so we don't know if they want to have a customized box just for them, or they want the game, the standard one. The game is completely language independent.
All right.
And of course you will find the rules on internet.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. And how much does the game cost?
Normally it's 35. If you're
Right.
coming to the fair during the last 4 days, it's just 30.
Okay, great. So that's your new game. Game for 4 players, but you can play it by 8.
Yeah.
Or by 2 boxes, and you can play it by 16.
Of course, it depends on the table. If you have a very big table, you can play with all the friends you like, and you can create your cars. So again, you can
You
play.
don't need a table. You can play it on the ground if you like.
In
of course.
fact, you can play on the ground if you like, and every time you play, you simply change the position of the turns, and it's a completely different circuit.
Great. Then thanks for your time. Wish
Thank you very much.
a very nice fair in the next 4 days.
Thank you very much.
And see you, I guess, next year or the next years with new games.
That's
of
for
course.
sure. That's for sure.
All right. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys. Tschüss.